tired and sort of like, what do I want and what's important and how do I want to move forward? And yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. So just know that it will be like that for a little while, probably another month or so. But the good news is the energy is really supportive of helping us become clear. So it's not really a time to like necessarily make decisions, but it's a time to, I mean, some decisions we have to make, but it's just a time to like reflect, you know, and ask those questions and sort of letting ourselves off the hook of like having the answers or kind of knowing, and just more like let ourselves be in the question, let ourselves be in the reflection, in the inquire and in the inquiry, and let ourselves, you know, just get curious about what the priorities are, because they do feel different. You know, they do feel different, whether they're just like those day-to-day priorities or just like energetic, you know, how do I move forward? What's my priority in terms of my body and my energy, and, you know, reevaluating that too. So cool. All right, well, let's have some fun then. We'll just let it all go, see what comes up, and just move in circles on our mat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back on my mat actually. So let's go ahead and just close our eyes. And I'm gonna mute everybody now just so that we only see me on the screen. All right, let's see here, speaker view, okay. So we'll just take a moment here to get centered, okay, with our breath. And just take a moment to scan the body from head to toe, and you'll start to see that there are these little pockets throughout the body where we're just like unconsciously holding on to tension. And sometimes I'll find that like through my cheekbones or like through the jaw. You can sometimes find it down the sides of your neck and even like down onto the tops of the shoulder, maybe through the rib cage. So just take a moment and just scan and just notice where you might be holding on to some tension. And as you're maybe discovering where that's sort of sitting in your body, just making a conscious decision to release that tension, to relax that tension. Setting the intention to rejuvenate mind, body, and spirit this morning. So if we just send our focus to the energy or the feeling or the frequency or the vibration of rejuvenation, you'll start to give that some fuel, and it'll start to gain momentum, and it'll start to take you in that direction. Good. So with a collective intention of just rejuvenating mind, body, spirit, we'll start with our breathing practice. We're just going to do it 3 times, and we'll inhale 4, we're going to hold 4, exhale 4, and hold 4. And the very last round, so the 3rd round, we'll inhale for 8, we're going to hold for 4, exhale for 8, and hold for 4. So let's take a nice deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4. Last round. Inhale. 1, 2, We're going to 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just come back now to a natural rhythm of breath. And then we'll take a moment to just let you set your own intention. So whatever you want to bring forward into the practice, take a moment to declare that. And so when you're feeling complete there, we'll go ahead and open up the eyes and then just shift forward onto your hands and your knees. And we'll take the feet together, knees together, and then just send your tailbone back toward your heels. Walk your hands to the top of your mat and pop up to the fingertips so that your palms of your hands are lifted off the mat. And then you're gonna let the head fall down through the shoulders. And start to feel that subtle stretch through your arms and your armpits. And as you inhale, just lift your head, look in between your hands, reach your tailbone back. Exhale, let the head fall back toward the floor. And we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lifting up through the head, look forward, reach the tailbone back. Exhale and fold. 1 more, inhale, lift the head, reach the heart forward, reach the tailbone back. Exhale, folding down. And then as we inhale, we'll rise up onto your fingertips, onto your knees. So try to keep Hasta Bandha here. So that's what this is, up on the fingertips. If your fingers are hurting, you're welcome to come down to the palms of your hands. But just like we did in yesterday's class, we're gonna make some circles, but we're gonna do this up on the fingertips. And just get curious, just noticing how easy it is to kind of make an assumption about things, and instead just dropping all of that and instead just being really curious and just letting yourself sort of dance in the mystery of things. Very good. As we inhale, we'll come to stand up on your knees. So just release your hands down by your side. Sweep the arms up, and we're going to steeple the fingers. So all the fingers interlace except for that first finger is going to steeple upward. And we're just going to make some circles to the right. It's like you're drawing little circles on the ceiling. And just sending some energy through the spine. Two more. Good, inhale, come up nice and tall. As you exhale, root down to your knees, press your hips to the left, and move your hands over to the right. And we'll just look straight ahead, out on the horizon. Inhale, come back to center. And then same, as you exhale, take the hips to the right, press your knees down, and lean to the left. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, let the hands rest back to the floor. So again, we're gonna come up to your fingertips. Inhale, moving through a nice back bend here. So arching through the spine, lift your tailbone, lift your heart. Exhale, pressing down through the mat, rounding out your back. Twice more, inhale, finding that little heart opener. Exhale and round it out. One more time, inhale. Exhale Coming into a nice flat spine. So if you need to adjust your hands, feel free. We're going to start to make those circles to the left. So popping up to the fingertips, it's there to strengthen the hands, but it's also there to shift your focus. So you've done this before in tabletop, but when you're up on the fingertips, it takes your focus into a different place because you've added a new element to it. We'll go one more. And then we'll go ahead and stand back up on the knees. So just let the arms kind of rest down. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, steeple the hands, but see if you can bring the other hand as the top hand this time. And we'll make little circles. Again, go the opposite way. I don't remember which that was, but I'm gonna go to the right. Just waking up the spine. Getting the spinal fluid, moving through the back. We'll go two more. And then come to sit up nice and tall here. So a little bit of a hug through the inner thighs. Inhale, you're gonna press down through your knees and reach up tall. And as you exhale, start to move your hips forward. Now press the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, lift up through your chest. Start to lift your gaze, look up, and then move the hips forward a little more. Anchor down through your shin bones. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come all the way back up. Woo. And as you exhale, release your hands down. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and tuck the toes and find your downward facing dog. So another interesting little fun fact about this time that I didn't mention is that old habits and patterns and relationships can kind of resurface. Just FYI. I didn't believe it, but I got a message from an ex-boyfriend this morning. So I was like, okay, well, there you go. So remembering that it's not to act on or to make some story up about, it's really just about reflecting, kind of revisiting, and then maybe even healing some last little tidbits or letting go of some last little tidbits or really finding that full circle moment, right? Where you realize how far you've come. Beautiful. So let's take another deep breath in here. Long breath out. And then as we inhale, looking to the top of your mat, you can step, walk, or jump your feet if you're ready for Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, folding down your legs. Inhale, root to rise, sweeping arms up, up overhead. And as we exhale, taking the hands behind you, we'll find that Yogi Mudra. Let's interlace the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, breathing into the collarbones. Exhale, folding down the legs. So I want you to focus on the arches of your feet here. Invite them to lift up off the mat. And then ground down through the surrounding area on your foot. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Releasing your hands down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step, walk, or jump back through your plank pose. Take a vinyasa of your choice. So feel free to move right through that chaturanga and take it full vinyasa. Feel free to modify. Coming right back, downward facing dog. So we're gonna run through 2 more of those and then we'll get moving through our mandala. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump, top of your mat, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding down the legs. Root to rise. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As you exhale, hands come down. Let's find our full Tadasana mountain pose. Here we go, round 2. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step walker, jump it back. Find that vinyasa. Modify if you need to. And then settle back here into downward facing dog. Improving the quality of your life by focusing on that quality breath. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward, step, walk, or jump, top of your mat, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, folding down the legs. Let's root to rise. Inhale, sweep the arms up. As we exhale, hands come down by your sides. Okay, last one. Inhale, arms reach up. Follow your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Find an authentic pace to move at. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step, walker, float back. Moving through your vinyasa. And we'll meet back in downward facing dog. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, look forward, step, walker, jump, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. We root to rise. Inhale, pushing down through feet, sweeping up through arms. Exhale, hands come down. Okay, so here's where we're gonna start to change it up, moving through our mandala. Finding our chair pose. Inhale, sit back, Utkatasana. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your head and heart, look forward. Exhale, step to your plank and pause in your plank. We're gonna start to draw the knees to the chest, just alternating a few times here, building a little bit of extra heat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, find your plank pose. You can exhale vinyasa or go right back to down dog. So here we are, Adho Mukha. Moving right into warrior 1, right foot's gonna step forward. Inhale, step forward, spin the back heel and rise it up. Virabhadrasana A. So focus in here on the arches of your feet. Invite them to lift off the mat and then root down through the surrounding area of your foot. Beautiful. Let's take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, open up warrior 2. So pivot that back heel. You can spread the feet a little bit here, open the arms. Reach the hands in opposite directions. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And as you exhale, windmill your hands to come inside this right foot. Take your hands to the upper left corner of your mat. We're coming down for humble warrior 2. Let the head bow. So you're up on those fingertips like we did earlier in child's pose and tabletop. And then as you inhale, start to walk your hands back in toward you. As you exhale, walking yourself all the way around to the back of your mat. So finding a lunge position here, okay? So you're bent through that front knee, you're fired up through that back leg, root your right hand down and sweep your left hand up. See about leaning your heart back in space here. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale, place your left hand down. We're gonna inhale, straighten up both legs. So those hips have to lift, okay? You wanna draw that left hip back a little bit. Let's look forward, lift the heart, breathe in. Exhale, fold down the midline. Good, lift those kneecaps, lift those thighs, stay buoyant through your legs. Get long through the back of your neck. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend your left knee and root your palms to the ground. Eight-legged dog. Keep your back leg where it is. Inhale, send your left leg to the sky. As you exhale, bend your knee. Open up your hip. Relax your head. And we're going to pivot the gaze to look under the right shoulder. So just noticing when you shift your focus, even just a little, that little small pivot, the whole experience changes. Inhale, straighten the legs, square off the hip. Exhale, come toward your plank pose. Pause here in plank. We'll take a deep breath in. As you exhale, lower down your way, so either to your belly or through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward chest. Exhale, downward chest. Come back to your breath. Deep breath in, long breath out. And warrior one, right foot steps forward. Inhale, step the right foot, root the back heel, come all the way up, warrior one. So let's focus on getting those hips square, those shoulders square. If it's available, let's bring the hands together on this one. Maybe looking up toward the thumbs. And take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind you in yours. So into warrior humble one. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift your heart. Exhale, folding right down the midline. So similar to humble two, but a little different. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pressing through the feet, come all the way up. Warrior one, you're gonna pause right here. Inhale, start to pivot around to the left. We're gonna pivot all the way around to the front of your mat. And your exhale, hold it right here in your warrior one. Yes, take a deep breath in. Exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. So we're finding our eagle bind here in the upper body. Pull the elbows down, lift the chest. As we inhale, step your right foot forward to come into your Utkatasana squat. Pull the elbows down, lift the chest. Stay with me, breathe into the back of your heart. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press down through your feet, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, release your hands down and come into your Tadasana mountain pose. And we're gonna keep going. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step to your plank and pause in your plank. So we're gonna take those knees to the chest again, alternating right and left. 4 more. Come back to your plank, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, maybe you down dog, maybe you vinyasa. Come back to down dog, take a breath, take a beat. Reconnect with your breath, reconnect with your body. And then we'll move into warrior one, left side. Inhale, step the left foot, root the back heel. Let's rise it up, Virabhadrasana A. Good. So on this first one, I'm just keeping my hands shoulder distance apart. Just FYI, but you're welcome to bring your palms together. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, we'll open it up for warrior two. Spread the arms wide, get down into those hips. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, windmill the hands to come down inside the front foot, and then walk the hands to the upper right corner of your mat. Pop up to your fingertips. Let the head spill down between the arms. Stay super active through your legs. Relax through the upper body. Beautiful. Inhale, start to walk your hands back in toward your legs. Lift your head, lift your heart. And we'll exhale, walk all the way around here to the back of your mat. And find this little lunge position, okay? So right knee is bent, root down through your left hand and sweep your right hand up. We're finding this twist. Rotation around the upper spine. Deep breath in. As you exhale, let your top hand come all the way back toward the floor. And as you inhale, straighten out both legs. So if you need to bring your back foot in a little bit, you know, usually that's the case, but just stay up there on the back ball of your foot. Inhale, stretch your heart forward. Exhale, fold down the midline. Lift up on your kneecaps. One more breath. And then as you inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, look forward and rebend this front knee. You'll exhale, root down through your palms. Keep your back leg where it is. Inhale, front leg, right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Square off those shoulders. Relax through your spine and then pivot your gaze under the left arm. Awesome. Inhale, extend the right leg, square off your hip. Exhale, come toward your plank pose. You're gonna pause in your plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, move through a vinyasa of your choice. Coming back to downward dog, let's take a breath. Maybe sigh it out. Warrior one, left foot steps forward. Inhale, root to rise. So on this one, I'm gonna bring my palm, taking the gaze toward the top hands or the thumbs. So this actually helps balance out the right and left side of the brain. As the palms come together, we focus on the thumbs. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you, interlace your fingers, and just see if you can remember maybe what the opposite hand is to put that on top. Okay, we'll roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, folding right down through the midline. Relaxing the head down. It's all about the feet here. You gotta really push down through the feet. Invite the arches of the feet to lift. And then as we inhale, press down to the feet as we lift and lead up with the heart. Coming into warrior one here, arms up and exhale. Inhale, pivoting all the way around to the front of your mat for warrior one here. Now the right foot's in front. And pause and hold. We'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. Such a good way to just open those shoulders and open up through the upper back. Draw the elbows down, lift the chest. And then inhale, step that left foot forward and come into your squat. Sit back into the heels, pull the elbows down, lift the chest, and breathe into the back of your heart. Inhale, unravel the arms, reach up. Exhale, come into Tadasana, mountain pose. Good, so just take a breath here. We're gonna do all of that again, but we're gonna add on to it. I have to always make sure I watch the time because I start having fun and I'll just keep you here forever. Okay, so hands are down, chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook that left elbow. So press the either fingertips together or the palms together, or you can bring the right fist into the left palm of your hand. Also an option, reach the tailbone back, stretch the heart forward. This is all about the twist. It's all about balancing out the weight. Inhale, coming back to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step to your plank pose. So we're going to take the knees to the opposite arm this time, but same idea here, drawing the knees across, across. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You'll inhale in plank pose. Exhale, you can lower vinyasa or come to child's pose or down dog. And making our way back. Adho Mukha, take a breath. So it's interesting to think of the postures as a form of focus. When we shift our focus, it takes a little while, but the cells start to rearrange and you'll start to feel that. As you stay in your posture, you'll feel the body restructuring and reorganizing. Good, okay, so warrior one, right foot steps forward, inhale, root to rise. Exhale, pause here. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, opening up warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior, take it back. Exhale, extended side angle. So either elbow to thigh or right hand to the ground, sweeping this left hand forward. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release this left hand down, okay? So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna hands to the left, but listen up. As you inhale, walk the hands to the left, pivot your right toes in, pivot your left toes out, and you're gonna come into this little side lunge. So it's a little skandasana, option to pivot up to the back of your right heel, or you can just stay in your lunge with the right foot on the mat. But the main goal is to keep that right leg super active, and feel free to keep the hands on the ground. You can take one hand to your heart perhaps, maybe both hands. Some of you would even like maybe a bind here. The left arm would reach around the front side of that left shin, and the right arm's gonna come around to catch the hands. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, release your hands to the ground. So listen up, you're gonna lift your hips just a little bit, rotate around here to the back of your mat so you're in this little lunge position. Now I like to do this from my fingertips, okay? But you can do it from the palms of your hands. You're either gonna step, switch the feet, or you're gonna jump, switch the feet. And we're gonna land with the left foot in front. Cool, really, really good. Take your hands to the mat, inhale. Keep your back leg where it is. Send your left leg up, up, up to the sky. And as you exhale, bend your left knee, start to open up your hip. This time we're gonna look under your left armpit and maybe just keep opening that left shoulder blade, rib cage, until you flip your dog. So that's just an option here if you wanna take that wild thing. Inhale, slowly make your way back, 3-legged dog. And as you exhale, move through a vinyasa of your choice. So you'll come through that plank pose, you'll lower down your way, you can always skip the vinyasa. Return to down dog. And then just look for some ease here. Look for that feeling of rejuvenation, rest, ease. Okay, right foot steps forward. Inhale, root to rise. Pause here. Okay, so as we inhale, we're actually gonna straighten your right leg, pivot your left toes out just a little bit. We're setting it for triangle. Okay, open your arms nice and wide. Inhale, stand up tall. Now as we exhale, we're gonna reach towards the back of our mat through our right hand, and then let the right hand come down inside that right leg and stack your left arm on top. Now what's happening here is you wanna rotate the hips so that your left hip moves toward the floor and your right hip moves toward the ceiling. Yes, we're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, push down to your feet and come all the way back up here. And as we exhale, pivot your right toes in, pivot your left toes out, and find warrior 1 here at the front of your mat. So I'm just gonna do a little reset. Okay, inhale, sweep the arms up. Then we'll take a deep breath in. Exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Draw the elbows down. So we're progressing here a little. Inhale, we'll step through, right knee lifts. As you exhale, take it across the left leg. So either toes to the ground, or we're in the half bind, or you hook that right foot behind your left ankle. Sit low. If you wobble out, that's okay, just come back in. I'm very wobbly this morning. Hug the inner thigh, sit low. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, go ahead and unravel the legs, sweep the arms up. And as you exhale, release the hands down. You're back into Tadasana. Let's take a moment to close your eyes. And as we bring presence, we can help things integrate. Awesome. All right, so feet are together. Chair pose. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. So this is about the twist, okay? That's all. Root those feet, lift the arches, press your hands together, reach the tailbone back, reach the heart forward, and lift the chest for 3. Evenly distribute the weight. 2. And 1. Inhale, coming right on back, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Step to your plank and pause. Very good. Whew. All right, so again, we'll take those knees across to the opposite arm for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come into your plank pose. You can exhale chaturanga, or to your belly, or to your hands and knees, or to child's pose. And we just return to down dog. Come back to your breath. I always like to just remind everybody, because sometimes we have a lower energy day and we need those modifications. Deep breath in and out here. Maybe sigh it out. And we'll take that warrior 1 left side. Inhale, step the left foot, root the back heel, come all the way up, warrior 1. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, open up warrior 2. Spread the arms. Inhale, take the reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. The modification would be elbow to thigh. Okay, otherwise hand comes to the outside of the front foot. There's a tendency to kind of stick the butt back. So you want to move the pelvis forward so that the rib cage and the hips and the back ankle and the front knee are all in one line. That top hand reaches over like a big side stretch. And we look toward that hand for 3, 2. I stay popped up onto my fingertips here on this left hand. And as you inhale, sweep this right hand to come back towards the floor. And then as we exhale, we'll start to walk the hands around to the right. So pivot your left toes in, pivot your right toes out, and then bend the right knee. So we're coming toward this little side lunge. Or we go a little lower for that Skandasana. Getting that nice big inner groin, inner thigh stretch. Yes, this leg is super active. Hands can stay here on the ground. You can bring one hand to the heart. You can bring both hands to the heart. You can also move into this bind, wrapping the right arm around the right shin, and left arm comes around to find the hand. Lift up through your pelvic floor for 3, 2, 1. Releasing your hands down. Inhale, go ahead and lift your hips just a little bit. As you exhale, we're rotating around here to the back of the mat. You're gonna find this little lunge. On the fingertips, Hastabandha, or on the palms of your hands, and you're gonna step switch or jump switch the legs. We're gonna land with the right foot in front. Root your palms, keep your back leg where it is. Inhale, right leg, front leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. This time we look underneath the right arm. Feel that right side chest start to peel open, 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 and then maybe flip all the way over and find your wild thing. As you inhale, come right on back, 3-legged dog. And then as you exhale, move through a vinyasa of your choice. Move at your own pace. Coming back down dog and just find a steady breath. Okay, stepping that left foot forward, warrior 1, inhale, root to rise. So I take us into Trikonasana from warrior 1 because warrior 1 has a shorter stance. Number 2. So let's inhale, straighten this front leg. Exhale, just pivot your back toes open a little bit, extend your arms out. The hips do something very similar in triangle as they do in warrior 1. Okay, take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're reaching for the back of the mat, extension through the side body. And as you exhale, rotate that right hip toward the mat, left hip toward the sky, and then stack the arms. Left arm down, right arm up, and revolve the gaze up. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, press through your feet, come all the way up. Exhale, pivot your left toes in. Keep spinning around to the front of your mat. And just inhale to reset and find warrior 1. Yeah, there we are. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. And then when you're ready, inhale, we'll come through here, lift that left knee. And as you exhale, just bring it over that right leg. So we kickstand through the toes, or we just have the half bind, or we hook, yeah, behind the ankle. Sit low. Be careful your left hip doesn't spin forward. Pull your left hip back so your hips are side by side. Get tall through your torso and short through your legs. 3, 2, see if you can breathe in a little bit of extra air, breathe out a little extra. As you inhale, slowly come all the way back, unravel the legs, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, release the arms down and just close your eyes. Focus on balancing out the breath, or if the heart rate got up a little bit, let it come down. Just presencing to everything, helping the body integrate. And just take a moment to notice if there's something inside you that just needs to be felt. Like it's just energy, it needs to be felt. But until we feel it, it kind of nags at us and sort of makes us feel shitty. And just feel it. It's just energy. All right. We'll bring a soft gaze back into the room. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. So listen up. It's a fun little transition here. You're gonna set your right hand in front of your mat. You're gonna shift forward into the right foot and start to lift your left leg, opening up that left hip, coming into half moon pose from the ground up. So we send that left leg up, send that left arm up. We're balancing here on the right foot and the right hand. Make sure your right hand is right underneath the shoulder. Keep your top foot flexed. If it's available, you can start to spin your gaze to look up toward this top hand for 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release your left hand down. So nice and slow, square off your hips. Take a big step back. So left foot lands here at the back of your mat. Root down through your palms. Inhale, sweep your right leg to the sky. And then bring it through for pigeon pose. Exhale. And slide on through. Let the hips melt toward the floor, sitting up nice and tall. Deep breath in. And as we exhale, finding a fold of your choice. Onto the elbows, or a bit further if you like. I actually really like to bring the prayer mudra behind the head on this. It helps open up the triceps and shoulders. It's also a posture of reverence. And then just slowly come back up to your hands. And as we exhale, we're going to swing this back leg around and just take a moment to lie down on your back. So we'll do all that on the other side in just a moment. Okay, but we're coming into one small back bend here. Let's take the hands down by your sides. Keep your feet hip distance. And then inhale to lift up through, elevate up through the pelvis. Elevate up through the lower back and then the middle back. And then get your shoulders off your chest onto your back, either catching hold of your ankles or interlacing your hands. Reaching the knees forward, reaching the hips up, reaching the heart back. And then just slowly come down. That was just a little kind of opening there. We'll come back to it in a second. Take your knees into your chest and just give yourself a little rock from left and right, just massaging through your sacrum. And then we're actually gonna rock and roll right up to your standing forward fold. I'm gonna scooch back. So as many little rock and rolls as you want, okay? You'll land here in your standing forward fold. We'll catch opposite elbows and let the head hang weightless. We're in our ragdoll, invite the arches of the feet to lift. Awesome. Okay, So let's take the hands down. Inhale, lift your head and heart. So as we exhale, we just step this left hand forward. I come onto my fingertips because if I'm on my hand, I tend to kind of dump into my arm, okay? So onto the fingertips. I actually use my right hand for balance as I start to lift the right leg up. And as that hip starts to open, I start to pull the right hand maybe towards the hip. Make sure that the left shoulder is right over the left wrist. When the alignment feels good, I can sweep the right hand up. Yeah, we keep that right foot super flexed. So it helps to stack the hips and stack the arms. There you go, Shannon. Yes, we're here for 3. Lift up on your standing leg, 2. Woo! And 1. I just fell right on out of there. Okay, so right hand comes down, square off your hips, and then take your right foot all the way back to the back of your mat. Whew. Okay, root down to the palms. Front leg is the only leg that's gonna move. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, slide it through for pigeon pose. Come down, sit down. Let the hips melt down into the ground. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, lower down, find your fold. We're only here for 5 breaths. Maybe you come into your prayer mudra here. And then as you inhale, just slowly come back up to your hands, lift your chest. We'll exhale, sweep this back leg around. And then finally, just lying down on your back, we'll take 1 more back bend. Feel free to come all the way up this time if you want to set your hands down by your ears. Otherwise, same exact back bend that we did before. When you're ready, inhale, elevate up. Once you get up there, let's stop fidgeting and just feel what you're feeling and be where you are, even in all of its imperfection and its awkwardness and its uncertainty and that thought that's like, but it could be better, but it is what it is. So just stay with it. And then just slowly allowing ourselves to come back towards the floor. Let the back come nice and flat onto the ground. Yes, good. We'll come into our easiest twist here. Line the knees up together and over the hips. So it takes that little arch out of your lower back. Extend your arms out to the sides, palms down. Take a deep breath in, flex your feet. Exhale, knees fall over to the left side of your mat. We're gonna look toward that right hand and melt the right shoulder blade into the floor. And then as we inhale, lift those knees back up over the hips. Exhale, let the knees fall all the way to the right. Let the left shoulder blade meld, look toward your left hand. As you inhale, bring those knees back up over the hips. Exhale, give yourself a real big hug here. And then release down and find your Shavasana, that place of total rest, non-effort. Close your eyes, let your feet flop, let your fingertips relax, let your belly soften, let your face soften. I'll call you back very soon. And so just taking a nice deep breath in, see if you can breathe into your toes and your fingertips. Long breath out. And just remembering that if there's any funky feeling of just kind of a murky feeling of energy, just remember it's okay. It's not really necessarily a time to choose or decide or to know anything, but rather just to be in the mystery, to keep asking questions, to let the contrast help you get even more clear about what you want. So when we become aware of what we don't want, we also become what we do want. And then just by shifting our focus, right, that little pivot, we change the entire experience. When you're ready, just starting to breathe and move in whatever way is best for your body. As you just climb your way back up, no rush, meeting in a seat when you're ready. As we arrive here with the eyes closed, we'll take our palms together, Jali Mudra, to close it out with a sound of Om. Taking a deep breath in. Om. We'll bow our heads forward, blessing this day and all of its challenges. Let's see the obstacles as opportunities and stay curious and willing and ready to receive. Saying thank you. Namaste, everyone.